So back to the baby mama drama, which, everyone's like, enough about it. No, we can't get enough. Ashley posted that. I'm all for congratulating people about having babies. Like, you shouldn't. It's a weird thing when people get mad about congratulating people, which conservatives, they often find themselves in a pickle because, like, for instance, when gay guys get excited about, adopting children, then there will be a lot of people being like, you can't congratulate them for buying babies, etc., on the conservative side, even if they're conservative gays. So as the conservatives have opened up their tent to reform sluts like myself, the gays, and people of other races. Just kidding. Kind of. They find themselves in a pickle quite often and find themselves having to do a lot of kind of gymnastics when it comes to situations like this. So Ashley posted about having the baby with Elon, and immediately it was just everyone being like, yay, so happy for you too, before they knew that Elon was not on board with her announcing this shit. They're all like, we can't believe it. This is so great. I'm like, wait, so I guess having babies out of wedlock is cool now? That's okay? Like, so the right is cool with baby daddies now? As my friend Darvio Moro said, if his name was Tyrone Musk instead of Elon, the right would be having a fit. Elon is out here slinging more dick than a football player. And Mary Catherine Ham was on my podcast yesterday, and she said something very similar, where she was like, I love how it's fine if it's Elon with all of these baby mamas, but if it's a wide receiver, suddenly there's problems. That makes me sometimes feel like all that shit they talked about fatherlessness was just them being racist against black people. Although, to be fair, Elon is technically an African American.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
He's from South Africa, guys. Alex Jones came out in support and said, fantastic to see Elon Musk building a prodigious family and rejecting the childless culture of the death cult. He's a true pioneer in every sense, showing that traditional values can thrive in modern times. Elon also has great taste in engineering, politics, and women. A big family is a blessing and a must to ensure the future of human civilization. I wish them the best.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I mean, I guess if you're talking about traditional values and referring to Genghis Khan, sure, traditional values. Last time I checked, conservatives would go on day-long rants about how fatherlessness and single moms are the end of civilization. And now suddenly, it's actually just a brilliant way that we're going to save civilization. How convenient for a guy who's on your team. I hate this shit. With how many men are dick riding Elon, I'm shocked there aren't more babies on the way. They've probably offered up their wives as tribute. Here's the thing, too. All these guys say they're about protecting women, but then they're cool with the objectification of them depending on who does it. So to Elon, like, these people aren't necessarily human beings. They're just another thing for him to conquer. And he's living this kind of like Andrew Tate lifestyle.
The Matrix has attacked me.
The very online right, and I warn you of this, very online right, you are in danger of falling into the same trap the left fell into, which is getting high on your own farts in your echo chamber. It gets a little weird. Like, suddenly you guys are, and I'm not saying all of you, because there are conservatives who actually have principles. And unfortunately, because they're not shameless grifters who will literally say anything to get more attention and influence, they don't have as big a following as the shameless grifters who suck up all of the fucking attention. But you guys can't be on the side of sex trafficking Andrew Tate and always having these like weird anti-Semitic like rumor mongering and all of your performative autism out there. It's fucking weird. It's going to get weird. There's already signs that the pendulum is going bing and it's starting its descent. And as Mary Catherine Ham and I talked about on the podcast, which will be coming out sometime soon, all of this culture war stuff is great, but if the real world implications start hurting Americans. If you can't bring costs down on goods and homes and all of these things, these people aren't going to care. They're not going to care about they'll care about some of the culture wars. Yay, we got men out of women's spaces. We shut our borders. Some of these things are good. Some of these things start getting a little ridiculous. You're like, yay, single moms. What? I'm not against single moms. I've never been against it. I think it's the hardest job in the world. I applaud anybody who's a single mom or dad, single parents in general. It is exhausting and hard when you have two people, let alone one. And I don't know how anyone does it. But oftentimes you get these people on their moral high ground talking about, oh, the single moms and the fatherless children. We must weep for them tonight.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
You don't care. You don't care. You're clapping for a guy who's doing this because of his genes and money. For the record, some of the most fucked up people I know in my lifetime are rich kids. Okay? Yeah. They have access to good drugs when they're young. They don't have any supervision. They're raised by nannies. Have none of you seen any of these childhood fairy tales that we're all grown up with? They had a lot of good warnings about step parents, introducing non-biological partners and how bad it is for children. There's a two-parent advantage that the conservatives are always talking about. And now suddenly, yay, Elon. It is transparent how badly some of you want that retweet from Daddy Elon. It's embarrassing. Can we have some kind of semblance of principles, I beg you?
Oh, yeah, no. You know what? No, yeah.
Money and genetics aren't the only things that matter, by the way. You kids need love and attention. Don't you know what happens to kids who don't get love and attention? They become villains. These are origin stories of villains.
Right. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.